start with our warm up on our backs, on our mat. If I have people start to join in, you're going to need a fairly thick towel today. There is a way to do it without the towel, but it would be a good additional tool to have. If you have a book, maybe bringing a couple books. If you're familiar with using a yoga block, like I said the last class, my yoga block is out on loan to a client at the time. So I will be grabbing a book. Oops. So a block is just going to be for assistance if you have any issues reaching through your stretches. We're going to go ahead and begin to lie down on the mat. How is the music? You see I've got one on. Is the music okay or is it too loud? How's the music? All right, we're going to get going. I'm going to have you come back to your mat. We're going to roll it down nice and slow, so pull those abdominals in. One vertebrae at a time, roll it towards the mat and come to a relaxing position. Neutral spine. Go ahead and place your feet under your knees. We're going to inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to pull through our abdominals in towards the mat. When we release, we'll arch slightly through the back, and then we'll just pull those abdominals in on our exhalation. Warming up through our abdominals, through our entire torso here, creating that pelvic scoop out. Give me a few more here with your breath. Last one, pull it in. And we're going to hold right here firmly against the mat with our abdominals pulled in from our pelvis up to our rib cage. Lift one knee at a time up to the hips. They should be stacked right evenly on the hips. I do not want the knees back past the hips. So look out and make sure that you have your knees where I want them. It's more of a tabletop position. Abs are still drawing in and up, so there should not be a space between the back. Hands are at your side. You're going to inhale, and as you exhale, I just want you to take your knees slightly forward past the hips, and then pull it back in. Watch how small this movement is. So it's almost just like a glide. We're not using momentum to drive our legs in and out. We're using those abdominal muscles to pull those knees towards our chest, even though they're not going all the way to the chest. Good. Let's give me 4 more right here. 3, 2, toes are pointing out away from the body. Last one, I want you to hold out at the edge of that. So what you should feel is the edge, meaning your back is wanting to come up, kind of want to arch up, but you are having to contract those abdominals to keep the back right where it is. I want you to round the head up. Gaze goes between the legs. Arms are at your side. They can be palms can be facing down or up. We're just holding. Nice breaths here. Start to feel that heating up of that core. Inhale all the way down. Keep your legs where they are. We're going to inhale, and as you exhale, sit up even higher this time. We get this. I know it's early. Inhale down. Slowly place the feet on the floor. Make sure your feet are under the knees. Firmly plant the hands into your mat and bridge up. Pelvic curl. Lifting those hips high, nice and slow. Creating that straight line from your pelvis to your knee. As you exhale, roll down slowly. Inhale, pull those abs in, come up to the top of your bridge, hold. Down slow, roll it one vertebrae at a time to the mat. We're going to warm up our upper body with some nice breaths here. Palms are going to face the sky, lift them off the earth. Come up around the head, arms come together, up at the shoulders and back down. Flip the palms. Circle up, nice arch through the back. Give me two more just like this. Arms come and rest at the side. Walk your feet out to the outsides of your mat. We're going to windshield wiper the knees, right and left. Feel a nice stretch through that hip flexor as you drop the knee towards the inside of the mat. Keep your abdominals pulled tight so we're controlling our back. All right, walk those feet back together slowly. One leg at a time, pointing up at the hip, send the left. Glue your heels together. Toes are pointing, thighs are squeezed tight. Remember the abdominal engagement. So bring your hips out slightly, pull your abs in, get a nice firm grip into the floor with your back. Hands are at your side. We're going to lower just a smidgen, so it's just about a couple inches. Pull those abs right back in. Lower and in. So consciously think about using those tummy muscles to pull those legs back to home base. Right above the hips. Good. Make sure you begin to use your breath with a nice forced exhalation. It forces those deep abdominal muscles to contract. Last one. Curl that head up. Look at your knees. They should be squeezed tight, so you're not going to be looking at them together. Hands go on the calves. We're going to just walk up one step. Curling in nice and tight and lower all the way down. Curl it up again and climb 1 and 2. Hold. Lower down slow. Bring those feet to the floor. Let's go ahead and take a nice bridge here. Inhale, sending those hips up. And exhale, bringing those hips down to the mat. We're going to move on to our rolls. I want you to do what's comfortable. The modification would be to hold one leg, no matter where. It could be on the thigh or it could be on the shin. And start your roll here. Or grabbing both. You can grab, squeeze those abs tight. Everything's contracted tight on your roll. Oops. One more, we're going to hold at the top. Hold at the top here with me. A level or modification would be to keep your tiptoes on the floor and send one leg up at a time and alternate. If you would like, we're going to send both up. You can keep the knees bent or you can straighten. Pull those abs in tight. Trying to balance here on our sit bones. Chest is tall. Bring those feet back to the floor and sit up. Pulling your chest towards your knees. Send your legs out nice and long. We're going to flex through our feet, sitting up nice and tall in our spine. Going to inhale, and as you exhale, let's roll forward, reaching past those toes. Exhale, sit up tall. Inhale forward, reach past the toes. And exhale, sit up nice and tall, stacking up that spine. Again, inhale forward. Exhale, seated. Great, let's come over onto all fours. Find your way onto all fours. Take this time to take a couple cat-cows for yourself. I want you to inhale up into cat, rounding through that back, allowing the head to drop. And then exhale into cow, pulling those shoulders away from the ears, lengthening through the neck, and then moving back into cow. Finish this out, or cow, cat. Finish this out by moving into cow. We're going to do a couple thoracic openers here. Right hand will go back behind the right ear. We're still in tabletop position. We're going to bring that right elbow down to meet our left arm. And then we're going to open and down. Good, that's 2. Let's give me 2 more. Last one. Here, I want you to open up that arm, look up at that right hand. Yes. And bring that right arm down. Shake that out through those hips. Keep the shoulders loose. Make sure your right hand is planted under your right arm. Left hand goes behind the head. Abdominals are pulled in strong for a nice straight back for beginning. Bring that left elbow to meet the right arm, and then open it up. Good. There's 2. Here's 3. Our last one, 4. Make sure you open that elbow nice and tall, and then open that arm. And bring both hands down. Round that back. Do what feels good to you right here. We are ready to start our first series. I want to give you a couple reminders on this series. It is a plank, and we're using a lot of wrist and arm. At any time, if you need to take a break, you can find yourself in the child's pose if you want to completely rest. You can always come on the knees for your plank, but you want to make sure to lift the feet up so we're rolling to the top of the kneecap in that padded muscle tendon area, and not so much on the patellar. All right? If you have any modifications that you need, if you shoot up a comment, I'll hopefully see it, and maybe I can pause. There's only a few of us joining. I can pause and help you out. There might be some others that have the same question. We are going to start with our plank. Straight arm, right hand under the right shoulder, left hand under the left shoulder. Let me turn it at an angle. There we go. We're going to send that right foot back, then send the left foot back. Starting here, I want you to roll up on those tiptoes, pulling yourself forward. You want to make sure you're not rounded in your hips. You want to have a nice straight line. Perfect. And then sink back into those heels. And then pull up on the tiptoes. Woohoo! I'm already feeling this. We're going to bring our right foot up to meet our right hand. Again, this might be where you want to have a block nearby or a book nearby. If you find that you're really tight this morning and you're struggling to get into this position, go ahead and open it up for a quick stretch here. And I want to pull that arm forward and back towards our rib cage. Keep a nice open chest. 2 and 3. We have 1 more here. And release. Hand comes down to the mat. Let's take that right foot back and exchange it for the left. Left foot comes up. Right hand plants on the floor. We're going to open up that left arm. Reach to the front of the room. Pull that elbow back against our rib cage. Last one here. Send it forward. Place that hand back to the floor. We're going to walk back into our plank position. We're going to come down to forearm plank. Forearms. And we're going to do what's called a forearm pull. It's pulling forward. So you're going to push the forearms into the mat, pulling your chest forward. It's a very small movement, but we're working through that upper back, warming up that upper back. Pull those abdominals in, and let's pull. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more. 6, 7, and 8. Come up into straight arm plank. We're going to drop into down dog. If you need to separate the feet, separate the feet. If you're finding that you're super tight here, you bend those knees and allow your chest to fall towards your knees. We are going to take that right foot, and I want you to take the right heel and place it against the left heel while we're dropping through down dog. Your modification would be to come to your left knee and lift up that right leg, because this is where we're going from down dog. Down dog position. Right heel against that left heel. Sink through the chest, or you're going to get really tired in those shoulders. Lift that right leg. Perfect. 2, 3, pull those abs in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 more. 10. Woo! Squeeze those glutes. 15, last one right here. Bring that right leg through. Set it on the floor. We are in crescent lunge position. Just enjoy it. Kind of grab that breath. Arms are resting for the moment. I want you to watch where we're going with this. We're going to lunge, lift up the knee. Lunge back, lift up the knee. All right? Hold that lunge position. If you do not want to lift the knee, your modification will be just to bring the foot here. Here we go. Down, lift those arms up with the knee. Set it back. Woo. Don't get too carried away. Good. Twist those arms. 3, 4. Pull through those abs. 7. I'm coming off my mat a little bit. I'm too wobbly. Here's 8. 9. 10. You have 6 more. 11. 12. 13. 14. Here's 15. 1 more. Hold at the top. Hold that knee up. If you lose balance, just come right back to me. Hold that knee. Let me face the camera. We are headed into Warrior 3 position. If you need a book, you're going to grab a book, place it here on the ground, and hold. Or you can go into Warrior 3, a couple of different variations. Warrior 3, you can be low, but flex that back foot. You can be high. Find your level. Let's go. Squeeze it, hold it. Hi, Stephanie. Hello, Kathy. Let's go. Hold. Pull those abs in. Stay strong. We're going to do little lifts. 1, 2. Again, if you need a wall or something for balance, the important thing is keeping your back flat while you use that for balance. 2 more. Set that foot back into your lunge. Now we're back in crescent lunge. Arms come down to the floor. Send that right leg back to plank. We are going to our forearm pulls, just like we started. Down to forearm plank. Hold here. Pull those forearms forward, pulling yourself forward from the mat only. Rolling up on those tiptoes. Good, good, good. Let's go. This is Pilates Flow. So we do begin with this flow poses. Come on, 5 more. There we go. This is 8. Up into that straight arm plank. Left foot comes forward. We're coming up into our lunge. And you know what we do in the lunge? Once you find your balance, And I will warn you, if you're on your mat, that will create a little bit of balance. We're going to lunge, lift that right knee up. Once you feel balanced, add the arms. Knee up, back to lunge, knee up. So we're pausing there at the top. Yes. Woohoo. You might find one side you're more balanced than the other. Fight through it. We have 8 more to go. 7. Put that leg back. Lift through that knee. Nice and tall. 6. 5. Whew. 4. 3. 2. Hold this last knee up. Again, if you need less balance work, you can put that tiptoe down. You can be here in tree. Find what works for you. Drawing everything towards the center. Sorry, my head's cut off. I've moved up too far. Slowly find something on the floor to stare at and shift into Warrior 3 hold. You have a couple variations you can use on Warrior 3. You turn. Have a book or block or some kind of furniture or wall for balance. We're going to lift that back leg. Lift, little lifts. Abs are still in. Our back is nice and strong. Set it down into that lunge position. Then we're going to bring right foot to meet left foot. Thighs are together. Sit into chair pose. In chair, I don't want your hips here, and I don't want you here. Find that in between. Pull in on the pelvic neutral. Sit back in the heels of the feet. Your hands can be in prayer position, or they can be up in chair position. Find what works for you today. Bring the hands down besides the shin. We're going to sit low. Get those hips down. Fingertips touch the floor. Now our backs are flat, right? Send that right arm up. Thumb is pointing to the sky. Send the left arm up, pointing to the sky, working in that strong back. Both hands come towards the floor. Fingertips graze it. Here we go. Right arm up. Left arm up. Hold. Abs are in tight. And hands come down to the floor. Inhale up into mountain. Ooh, gather up all that great energy. Hands come to heart center. Grab a quick drink. Grab your towel. If you rolled up a towel like I mentioned in the beginning, just have it close by. I may have went a little bit overboard on my towel. Holding that might be a little difficult. All right. Last standing series before we hit the mat. Some good news for most people. Look at my legs. I want them out wide. I want your big toes facing corners of the room. So they're not facing all the way out. The big toes are at an angle facing corners. Shoulders are down your back. From the side, watch my hips. I don't want you here, and I don't want you here. Pull those abs in and find pelvic neutral. Pulling up from the pelvis with the abdominals. Arms are nice and straight. We're going to squat, letting the knees go out. Track evenly over those ankles. And lift up. Squeeze those inner thighs at the top. Down, up. Good. Keep that towel. Pull it apart. So I'm actively working my upper body as I have to work my lower body. All right, hold down all the way at the bottom. Arms are above the head. Right, left. Pull those obliques in. Again, watch my hips. They're not here. They're right directly under me. Let's go. Your thighs should be burning. And now we're working obliques. Keep those arms straight. Are you breathing? Towel comes down to center. Get ready, singles, right here, down. Oh yeah, squeeze those sides together at the top. I'm losing grip on my towel, keep going. Pull that towel apart, keep it active. Let's go. Down and hold. Right heel up. Little pulses, keep that chest tall, abs are in. Woohoo! 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, and left heel up, down and up, pulse. Arms are active. Do not allow those hips to go back. 8, 7, 6, 5. Woohoo! Good grief, these hurt. And stand it up. Arms come up. Sink back down. Right and left. Go. Oh, you got this. Come on. Legs should be on fire. Glutes should be shaking. All right, right here, singles. Back to center. Legs straight. Down, up. All right, hold at the bottom. Cross it. Good work. Keep your towel close to your mat. Grab a quick drink and let's find ourselves down on the mat. Seated position. Quick drink. You guys should feel awake and alive now, I'm telling you. You should be sweating, your heart rate should be up. This should be the fun part. Flatten those legs out. Point through the toes. Sit back into the sit bone. Pull the abdominals in. Arms are at the shoulders. Pull the shoulder blades down. We don't want to be doing this. Here. We're going to roll down nice and slow. Curl, 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 all the way. Arms come overhead. If you cannot get up on your roll up, I want you to bend your knees, fingertips, and come here, and then roll down nice and slow. Another option would be to walk the hands up the legs. You can try it that way. If you cannot control yourself and you throw yourself down on the mat, then I want you to come down to forearm, forearm, then roll. Do not slam your back into the floor. Arms above the head. Exhale as you roll up. 2, 3, 4, and lean forward. Pull those abs back to seated, then begin your curl down for 1, 2, 3, 4. Arms overhead. Inhale, exhale as you're coming up. Reach. Oh yeah. Curl back into seated. 1 vertebrae at a time. Rolls down. Oh yes. Keep it going. Curl it up. Reach. Pull back to seated. Pull those abdominals in and roll it down. Come on, you should start feeling that heat up through those abs. Pull back to center. Create that rounding and down. Make sure you are breathing here. All right, our last time up, for a moment anyway. We're going to roll it up, reach forward, come back to seated. Fingertips are behind the ear. Here we go. We are going to rotate. Let's flex our feet for a moment here and see if that feels good on your back. Right, left, right, left. Sorry, I speeded up to the beat. Slow it back down for me. Now, point those toes and let's see if that feels better for your back. Everyone's a little bit different here. Make sure you're not leaning back. Sit up nice and tall with that rotation. You should feel that through that entire torso region. All right, hands come down to the side. Point those toes. Curl in. Roll halfway down. Palms face each other. Open. Close. Open. Close. Look how I lift a little bit as I open. We have 4 more here. Last one. Roll it all the way up. A suggestion, if that is bothering your back, place that towel under the tailbone a little bit, so it's as though you're tucking it, that rolled up towel. It will give you some back support, but what you do not want to do over the towel is this. It actually creates an improper arch of the back. So you're just using it to give you support in this curl position. Let's all use the towel. How about that? Grab your towel, put it under your tailbone. Arms reach out at shoulder height, engage those shoulder blades back, and pull and push into that towel. Now we're going to lift the arms above the head, back to chest level. Abs are pulling in and up. We're not hanging out here. We are engaged. We're breathing. There's 4, 3, 2. Last one right here. Up all the way. Let's reach forward, stretching through that back. Grab the toes if you feel you need. Let those shoulders drop. All right. Remove the towel for just a moment. Toes are pointed. We are going to curl down and we're going to walk this one very slow because it's our last roll down. Arms at the shoulders, chest high. Begin to roll and hold. Hold those abs in. I can't stress that enough. It's a pulling up from the pelvis. You are scooped entirely here. 4, 3, 2, and down an inch. Keep that chin off your chest. 4, 3, 2, another inch. If it starts to bother the back, I want you to hold one leg as you climb down. Down another inch. So now mid-back is on the floor, but our torso is still reaching up. 1 more inch. We're still holding. And then release. Arms go over the head. Let your back arch. All right. Stay on your back. If you need to grab a drink, grab one. Right leg up, pointing to the sky. Left leg up, points to the sky. We're going to split our legs into scissor. Hold scissor. Again, if this bothers your back, dropping this leg down, then hold it closer to the other leg. If that's not working for you today, you can minimize the movement by just keeping the knees bent, and this is what you would do. Right leg up, left leg is dropped. Hands are on the right leg. Curl up towards that knee and climb just a little bit higher. Pull those abs in and hold. We're going to release down. Switch legs. Grab onto the calf. Curl that chest towards your knee and then reach up higher. Holding. Roll it down. Bring those knees into the chest. We are going to go to leg grabs. If your neck is tired and you don't feel like curling up, you can stay with your back and neck on the floor like this. Okay? But where I would like for you to go, grab that leg in. The idea is to pull it close so we engage those deep abdominals towards the knees. Here we go. Pull. Pull. Yes. Let's go. Pick it up at your own pace where you can control it. Your gaze is between your knees. You're still pulling through those abdominals from the pelvis. All right, hold it here. Pulse that right leg up. Up, up, up. Curl, drop that left, and up, up, up. Right, down. Up, up, up. Last time. Drop left. Right and up. Legs are up. We can roll up to our forearms. Again, if you need this for your back, you can place it in the mid-back to give you a little more support. If that does not work for you, You're going to lay down to finish this last movement with scissors. Legs up. We're going to drop and up. Drop, squeeze those thighs together. Lift through that chest. Nice and tall. And last one. Feet come to the floor. Remove your towel. Set on up all the way. Again, you need a drink. Grab it at any time. We're going to move to a glute series quickly so we can give our abs just a slight break here. I want you to come up on both knees. All right. You're going to drop the right hand or left hand down on the side of the mat and send your right leg out, stacking your hips. We're going to do a series here, so if this becomes too bothersome for the wrist or the knee, then I want you just to lay down on your side and do it from here, okay? That will be your option. If you're up here, we're actually able to work more through the obliques and the abs. Keep the chest open. Left wrist is underneath the shoulder. Lift that right leg at hip height. Circle forward for 10. If you've been to my class, you know what's coming. These are so much fun when we're done. Now we're going to circle it back. So control that movement. Bring the heel and turn to the side a little bit. Don't turn with me. I just want to show you the height of my knee. Kick it out, in. So the only thing that's moving is the big extension of the knee. All right, crunch that knee in. Keep it at that same height. Kick it out, in, out. So don't lower it unless you absolutely have to. 6, good. 7, and here's 8. 2 more. Woo! Last one. Hold it up. Pose. Keep your chest lifted. And set it down. Take a nice stretch over the body. And here we go. Other side. Time to start this party for the left side. Left foot goes out. Right hand. Remember your modifications. You can lay down on the forearm. Lift that leg. Circles forward. Think about keeping that chest high. Pulling through the obliques to keep you lifted. Take it back. Pointing the toes. Sorry. All right, heel up. Kick it out. I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see how high we're keeping that leg. Your glutes should be on fire. If they're not, your leg is not high enough. All right, keep that knee up. In. Oh, I'm losing my balance. In. Get that knee in. Keep it up at that hip level. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out and pulse. We got this. Come on. Woo! And bring it down. Stretch over that body. Are we awake yet? Need a Starbucks run? All right. Back to center. We are going to be on all fours. I would prefer you go to your forearms because I can't watch you. And what happens on straight arm when we kick the leg back is we tend to create a strong arch in our back. So everyone come to your forearms. We are going to take our right leg up, point the toes, and send it up to our ceiling. Just like that. So we're not lowering very low. It's not a pulse, but we're not going here and then lifting. I'm keeping it in a range right below hip level and then lifting. How's the music? Can anyone tell me if you can hear it or if you need it higher? Oh yeah. We have 12 more. 10 more. Pull those abs in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're not done. We're going to cross that knee over the back leg. So it looks like cross, lift, cross, lift. Yes, let's go. Cross it over the back calf muscle and lift. Up and out. Woo! Working those buns, hun. 2 more. Last one. Set both knees down. Fall into child's pose. Take that itty bitty stretch there. All right. I'm going to turn. We've got the other leg. Pull those abs in. Do not lose contraction here. Forearms down. Left leg up. Point the toes. Let's go. Down and up. We're not bringing the knee all the way down though. Remember, drop through those hips. Wish I could see you all. I'm sure you're doing awesome. Let's go. If you feel like stopping, just remind yourself you're going to be sitting on these gams all day. We need to move them. 12 more. Now, cross it over that back leg. Lift it up and out. Over, up and out. Come on. Finish strong. You got this. We have 8 more. Hang in there. Come on. 2. Last one. Woo! Set the knees down. Enjoy that child pose stretch. All right. Slowly come around. We're going to our back. Keep your rolled up towel close if you have it. Close by. Because we want to use it. Grab a quick drink. Roll it down slow. One knee at a time comes into the hips. Pay attention to where your knees are placed. If they're past the hip line, you're not doing your abdominals the justice they deserve. Pull those knees out right in line with the hips. Almost where you feel like your back is wanting to arch up, but your abdominals are keeping it nice and contracted to the floor. We are going to start double toe touches. If this bothers your back, do not take your toes all the way to the floor with your lift. Just go down halfway and lift. If you can, keep those abs in, bring the tiptoes to the floor, lift up to home base. Here we go. Let's go. Pull those abs in tight. Don't lose it. Curl that head up if you would like to make this a little stronger. Looking between the knees. But if you lose that abdominal contraction when you curl up, you go back to the floor. All right, hold. Look where my knees are. They're not here. They're not here. They're here. Pull those abs in. We're going to drop the right foot under the left leg. Touch, back to center. Only the right. It crosses under the left, pulling back home. There you go. Abs are tight. You should start to feel those abs tremble a little bit. Come on. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, you got this. 1, knees are back at home base. Make sure you are engaged. Curl that head up. Left foot crosses under the right, back to center. Under the right, back to center. Notice my right leg. He's not doing anything but holding. Create that strong foundation. Woo. 8 more. Here's 5. Curl that head up. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Small little break. Bring those knees in. Curl the head up towards your knees and then roll it down. All right. Right ankle. Let me do left ankle so you can see first. So this looks like our 4 stretch. Our glute stretch, correct? We're going to start with the head down. We're going to take the right foot, drop it to the left side, and pull everything back. Out to the left side, pull everything back. So we're trying to get a little bit further away from the body. Pull these abs in tight. Use your abs to lift your back up. 2 more right here. 1 and 2. Switch legs. Right over left. Now we're taking the left toes over and out to the right. Lift back to center. There you go. Do not arch through the back. Only move with a safe movement in your back. If you're hurting in your spine, minimize the movement or take a break and rest. Your body's not happy with this one. 2 more. Last 1. Back to center. Uncross the legs. Pull those knees in. Grab your towel. Roll that towel up. We're going to place this. You can place it horizontal or you can place it vertical like this between the traps. All right, the idea is to help curl us up. Here we go. It may take you a moment to get where it's comfortable. It's there to help give you some support as well as lift you into a higher crunch position. Fingertips behind the head. Right knee is in, left knee in. We are going to cross right elbow to left, left elbow to right. When you join me, make sure to not drop the legs so low that your back begins to bother you. Keep it up at an area where your back is stable against the floor. We got this. You can always take the arms away from the head if holding behind your neck is not feeling good today. Come on, pull those abs in tight. Both feet go to the floor. Right here. Knees are bent. Make sure that towel is positioned in a good place for you. We're going to pull that knee in. Curl it up even higher. Pull. Lift that left leg up. Shoulders are down. Abs are in tight, tight, tight. And set left foot on the floor. Release right knee. Pull that left knee in. curl up tight to where your abs are engaged intensely. And then send the right leg out. Release, right foot to floor. That knee, come off of that towel. We're going to do a dead bug series and finish this out. Knees come up to our hips. Make sure you're holding a box under your knee. I don't want the legs like this. That's not a bent knee. Bend the knee. Imagine you're creating a tabletop with your shins, knees to ankle. Push them away from your hips, right? Engage your abs. Palms facing one another. Pull the shoulders into the mat. Hold here. Now we are going to send right leg out. You will gauge how low according to your body. Keep the left knee bent. Now, left arm goes over the head. Hold. Come on, we should be shaking like bacon here. All right, we're going back to home base. Arms are at the shoulders. Knees are at the hips. Resetting everything. Pull those shoulder blades into the mat. Make sure your knees are bent 90 degrees. Your feet are apart. Abs, pull them in. All right. Hold here. You're engaging your mat or back into the mat. Should feel nice and firm. Turning this music up. Hopefully we can just zone out on this last one and get through it. All right. Send that left leg out to your comfort level. Straighten it. When your left leg comes out, your right knee is going to want to come in. No, we don't want that. Right at that hip. Right arm floats above the head. You got this. This is the final work for today. Let's make it count. All right. Right leg joins left. Arms are at the shoulders, head first. Squeeze the thighs together. Lower. Arms above the head. Hold. Bring the knees in. Give yourself a big hug. Woo, you're done with the hard stuff. Feet come down to the floor. Let's drop the knees side to side. Make sure your feet are apart. Getting a nice little stretch through the hip flexor as you drop that knee to the inside. Loosening up the back. We've asked a lot of him today. Good work. Here comes the fun part. Drop the knees to the left. Both knees are stacked, or you can send that top leg out, straightening out. Make sure your arms are in a T position. Looking over that right hand. And with each breath, I want you to imagine dropping that right shoulder closer to the floor. Opening up your chest. Now, knees come back together to the center and drop to the right. Nice torso stretch to the right. Looking over that left arm. Focusing on dropping the left shoulder to the floor. Let's roll back to the center, knees come back. We're going to, if you want to use a leg to help you up, you can roll up one leg. I want you to sit up nice and tall. Flex through the feet. Here you could actually use the towel that I had you bring. If If you cannot roll forward and reach the toes, take your towel, throw it around your feet, and then walk your hands down your towel to create a stretch. Keeping those shoulder blades pulled down your back, we're not rounding right here. Reach and hold. Trying to straighten out the knees, driving our chest forward. Pull that head out from the shoulders. We're going to release that, walk through those legs. We're going to go to what's called a Z stretch. We're going to take the right leg behind us, left leg to the inside of our right thigh. We're going to start by just dropping over towards the left. So our right leg is behind us, our left leg is in front, and I want you to reach above the head, take your gaze to that right elbow or the right hand. Push the pelvis forward. Don't sit back here in your pelvis or in your hips. Drive that pelvis forward to get a nice linking to that hip flexor. I want to challenge you today to set a timer and get up from your desk, from your computer. Go ahead and sit up a little. Pay attention to your workspace. Working from home, we tend to sit on a couch or a non-supportive chair. Our neck becomes crunched up. We're creating more forward posture. Pay attention, maybe raising up your laptop on some pillows, bringing it up closer to eyesight, but then you got to be careful of where your hand and arm are, your arm and hand using the mouse. All right, we're going to bring it all the way back. If you can, for a little deeper stretch through this right quad, lift that right arm back over your head. Some of you may be able to lay down all the way back. I am supported by my forearm. Inhale, come up to seated, and let's switch legs. So now the front leg, right leg comes in front, left leg goes behind, and we'll start with the side body stretch. Right forearm drops to the mat. Keep your chest upright. Lift that arm over. Push the pelvis forward, squeezing through that left glute. Inhale up. Now we're going back. Right arm comes back. Set that right forearm on the ground and reach back over your head. And inhale up. Let's do a stacked hip stretch. Right ankle over that left thigh. If you need to modify this, you'll place that ankle in front of the left knee. We're going to stack the hips, set up nice and tall. This may be an opportunity for you to use your book or block if you have one. I'm going to set mine here in front. You can reach it out here. You can use it here to place the chest on as you reach to apply more pressure to that leg. Or not use a block at all and just walk your fingertips forward. Walk the fingers back in, sit upright, switch the leg. So now your left leg goes over the top of the right thigh and find your progression. Walk back up to seated. Let's all take a nice deep breath in. So hands at our side, palms facing forward, shoulders are down, away from your ears. Let's inhale those arms up. Hands come together, come to heart center. Thank you for coming to class today. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm missing each and every one of you. Please connect with us. Let us know that you did the class. Give us some suggestions if you have them. Namaste. Have a blessed day. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Sterling. Hi, Sid. Hi, Stephanie.